and this is the biggest obstacle for any slot receiver, is coming off of the catch technique, getting off of the reroute, is to work it over and over and over and over so that it's natural, so that he doesn't get caught up like that, okay? And if you do get caught up, if you're gonna have contact, be strong, okay? Be strong. Put a shoulder back into him like I did. Understand that you've got to deliver a blow at that point in time. Too many guys, when they know they're gonna get contact, they take the blow and then they get knocked offline. There's some point in time you know you're gonna get contact by the defender. It's like, okay, I'm gonna have to be strong. I'm gonna have to keep my feet underneath me. I'm gonna have to run through the guy. I'm looking for the ball right here. Right here. Okay, right as you clear that second level. So for those of you who don't know how we determine levels, first level's line of scrimmage, second level's linebacker depth, third level's secondary depth, okay? So we want to clear the second level as quickly as possible on this type of a throw. Three-step drop, hit the seam, clear the second level. As soon as you get past that guy, you're looking for a football, right past his ear hole. Happens. Don't just prepare your players for the mundane, for the average run straight up the field, catch the ball over your shoulders. How often does it happen that way? Not very in here. You're never dropping your hands down here, ever, okay? Because you can't run on balance from down here, okay? And if you come by this guy with your hands hung low like this and that ball's thrown on a line and it's up high, now I gotta pull my hand from all the way down here, all the way up here to catch a pass, and it's not gonna happen. Better! Look at that! See how he caught it under control and turned and got upfield? These little teeny things like this make the difference between doing it right and doing it wrong, and catching a football, getting upfield, and making extra yards. Don't coach them as if it's going to happen the way you put it on a chalkboard, because it never happens that way. Prepare them for the unexpected and the unusual, and they'll be greater players for it. So he wants to disrupt the timing between me and the quarterback. Because in zone, that's what it's about. It's about me getting to an open hole, whether it be inside or outside or up the field, in enough time that when the quarterback hits his drop step, he's letting the ball go and I'm where I'm supposed to be when the ball's thrown to me. Like that. Because a good defender is going to take his inside arm and put it right here, and he's going to knock me off balance this way. So that's why if we're going to apply any type of a hand technique, when we set him up inside, go back outside, we're going to get rid of this outside arm. We're going to punch through so he can't get my rib cage, okay? Or we're going to rip through like this, okay? So you really have to read his hips, okay? If he stays inside you, you set him up, go outside. If he works laterally and starts to work on top or outside of you, okay, you got to go back inside. If he squares you up, then you can really take either. If you go. Good, okay? This time he worked outside. He came off the ball like a shot. He wasn't able to get there. He beat him to that point of attack, then reestablished vertical from the outside. Excellent play. He's getting three-step protection, which means that the offensive line is firing out against the defensive front. In a three-step protection, understand this, receivers, and how this works. In three-step protection, offensive line is coming and delivering a blow to the defensive front. You can't hold that block for very long. That's why it's only three-step. On a five-step, offensive line is dropping and creating a cut. As soon as you clear this guy, you gotta look for the ball. Right here, it's gonna be a shot, okay? Real hard, right on the line. It's not gonna be a rainbow. Bottom line is this: you do not want this guy to tie you up. Okay, and just because he's playing inside of you like this and he's splitting the difference between the end man on the line of scrimmage and you, doesn't mean he's not covering you. Know your coverages. Know the defensive back's responsibilities. Know the outside linebacker and strong safety's responsibilities. Come to the line of scrimmage and say to yourself, okay, we got a safety high in the middle. We got outside backer, strong safety, splitting the difference between the end man on the line of scrimmage and me. We got a corner playing an outside shade about 6 yards off, 1 yard outside, looking in at the quarterback, okay? So we're looking in at when the defensive back is looking in at the quarterback, what's he doing? He's reading the quarterback. That tells you it's zone. Being a wet noodle when it comes to adjusting to the ball. Okay, go. That's better. You're relaxed. Piece of cake. I'm catching it and I'm going to score. Catch me. That's better. Good. Feel how relaxed you were. You weren't a stiff, cold piece of licorice. Down low, relax, exactly, good. Good, Blake, much better. See how much, okay, good. In your life, you cannot take your eyes off her. Good, good. That's, what did you do there? That's a great catch. There, that's better, but move to the ball, Jesse. Sometimes that's the best way to learn how to do it, is to see how not to do it. Okay? The ball's in the air. You do not need to keep running that way. So you're turning like this, okay? You're turning like this, but your body's still going this way, the ball's going that way, and you're pulling yourself away from the ball. So if that ball's back shoulder, plant, step, and turn to it. So go. Now why did you move away? Don't just throw your arm out. Move to the ball. Say go. Now why did you, see, he did this. They jumped into the air. Don't leave your feet when you're catching a ball. Don't leave your feet. Stay on the ground. What happens when you leave your feet to catch the football? Bad, yeah, you usually get them taken out from underneath you. What can you do when you're in the air? Nothing. Can you use that, throws it kind of up and out, fades you away from him because he doesn't need to worry about a corner being outside, being on the outside to be able to come back and take that away. Okay? So it's just learning to adjust the ball. Say go. Go get it, go get it. Good, Blake. Good, you see that? That's a great job. Okay, he was a runner and he stuck his hands out at the last second. Now, do you think he would have ever gotten to that football had he done this and then stuck his hands out like this and tried to run with his hands extended? Impossible, okay? That's why you take your body to the ball like that. That's a great job, Blake. Say go. Go. Fade to it, fade to it. Good. Try it. Don't let it come down here. Catch it from your shoulders on up. Say go. Okay, that's what did you do there, Jesse? You see this on film too. Again, I don't miss anything. He started fading before I ever even threw the ball. Now, I've seen receivers do that. What's the problem if you, let's say it's man coverage, and you start fading before I ever throw it? What's going to happen? Cornerback, he's going to go with you. That kind of defeats the purpose. When you run a seam against man, or you run a fade against man, you want to stay vertical, hip to hip, before the ball is thrown. You're running straight up the field with the idea that the ball is going to be thrown here, and the quarterback's going to lead you away from the DB. So you're going to break, you're taking it vertical, and you're going to break away from him to go get the football, which creates separation, right? Go fade, 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 fade. Don't want to bend it. Shortest distance between 2 points is a straight line. Straight to it, straight to it. That's pretty good, Blake, good. Sometimes it's tough when you're watching the ball the whole way. It's harder to run. Okay, say go. Okay, not bad. That's better because you took a little bit straighter line, right? You got your body to where it needed to be, then you're over there, and then it just became an over-the-shoulder catch for you. So that's good. That's pretty good for a running back. Say go. Go get it, go get it, go get it. Good, Blake. Good. Excellent. These are the kind of things, coaches, you need to work on with your players, because these are the things that happen more often than you think. You prepare your players for these types of scenarios. Okay, not bad. That's about as far down as I'd ever want you to catch that. If you know that ball's hanging, Jesse, receivers, if you're running and you know the ball's there and you're waiting on it, don't catch it here, catch it here. Okay, stop and go up for it at its highest point. Thanks for tuning in to My Football Mentor, and we'll see you next time.